Yo, what is popping, people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. You know how we do. Before we get started, I hope y'all had a wonderful holiday, man, because it was beautiful on this side. But let's get started by thanking you, the viewer, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, do us a solid, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that little star at the bottom and hype your boy up. Leave all your comments in the comment section, because you know we can't start a video without giving a shout out to our beautiful ladies, the CU aunties. Without the CU aunties, y'all wouldn't understand what this movement is all about. But so when you see a CU auntie in the chat or in the comment section, make sure you show them some love and give them a big ass hug and a shout out. Shout out to the CU aunties, you know. Y'all got to understand what's going on right now in Cleveland, what's going on in this holiday season, what's going on the internet, what people didn't recognize, what they are starting to understand, and what the people in Berea, Ohio, the headquarters of the Cleveland Browns, didn't understand. See, when Shedeursanders got there, they thought it was all hype. They thought it was all bravado. They thought it was all just him and his father. But now they understand. It ain't hype. It's a movement. And it ain't just in Cleveland. It ain't just in Colorado. It's in all 50 states, in all 114 countries. This is global. And now they starting to feel it. But let's talk about it. See, what the Cleveland Browns didn't understand when they drafted Shedeur at the 144th spot, they didn't understand what they had going on. They didn't understand that Shedeur was not your average everyday quarterback. They didn't understand that his fan base was bigger than theirs. They didn't understand that by drafting Shedeur at 144 in the 5th round, after drafting young Dillon Gabriel, that the people understood that something was wrong, that there was no way that Shedeur was supposed to go 144 in the 5th round. Not with all the hype, not with all the pundits telling you that he was top of the 1st round, early 2nd round at latest. But to drop to day 3 and to go through all of this in the preseason, during the season, Joe Flacco, Dillon Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, all in front of him, and for him to end up starting anyway, they don't understand what's happening. But they need to understand that it's a movement. Because for Shedeur to have only started 5 games, Shedeur is first in Pro Bowl. They don't understand what it is right now. And to be having these discussions. See, the NFL fans can't understand it. The other owners can't understand it. But what they wish is that they had made that pick when they thought they should have made that pick. Because Shedeur has not only shown that he can play this game, he was the only rookie quarterback to get Player of the Week. He was the first rookie quarterback to throw for over 300 yards. Mind you, that his counterparts had several weeks, several months of head starts before he even touched the field. Not alone the other obstacles that he had to get above. The fact that he hadn't played with the first team at all, period, none at all, until the first game he entered on the second half of the game versus the Ravens live on national TV, was the first time his offensive line had even heard his cadence, had even heard him call his snap count. Jerry Jeudy had never caught a pass, never even seen him, never even caught a pass from him in practice or any other time. But the Cleveland Browns don't understand why people like Dwayne Wade will get on podcasts and say things like this.
An ability that you just cannot see from the naked eye. There's something special about him that's just inside and it's internal, it's in his DNA. But what I love most about him, I want to see him be successful on the football field like any other fan. But I love when he get in those press conferences. I love how he handles himself. I love how he stand up for himself. I love how he don't throw nobody under the bus. I love how he's a leader. He takes it. Like, they try to turn him against his coach every time they can. I love how he would not allow anyone to turn him against anybody. But when he steps up there on that podium, you get to see the leader that he is.
Yes.
And why he's as special as he is.
Right.
And he always put on for his father. I love that. He don't run from the smoke to hear Sanders. At the end of the day, the big guy got him, right? Only God can judge him. And so, bro, I love Shedeur.
Right. When you got celebrities, professional ball players, Hall of Famers are walking around speaking of you in this light, people don't understand it. And yet here we are having the discussion about what the Cleveland Browns should do at the end of the season. Should they keep shedeursanders? Should they keep Dillon Gabriel? What are they going to do about Deshaun Watson? Let me clear all that up. Deshaun Watson ain't going nowhere. Understand this. All this trade for a veteran and find you a veteran to bring on this quarterback, they got a veteran on staff. His name is Deshaun Watson. As they called him on the gridiron, Mr. Freaky Man. And y'all need to stop. Deshaun ain't that type of guy. But Deshaun Watson will be quarterback 2 or quarterback 1 next year. One of the two. Either way it goes, Deshaun Watson is the veteran presence in that quarterback room. There will be no other. Let's get that straight. But your boy, your boy, your favorite hater, Tony Grossi, was asked the same question. What are the Browns gonna do with shedeursanders?
I would recommend it because I'm of the opinion that Shedeur is not your prototypical backup quarterback. And if you bring Dante Moore or Mendoza in here, there's always going to be that polarity from the Shedeur fans.
Yeah.
So, and I also think, and I'll repeat this, I agree with the opinion of a lot of people that the reason he fell in the draft is nobody saw him as a backup quarterback. He was either a starting quarterback or nothing. And if you passed on him being your starting quarterback, you weren't interested in him as your backup. So, yeah, I would look into trading him.
See,
Hashtag, hey, Tony, do the Browns have to trade Sanders?
Dumb advice. Nobody listened to Tony on that part because Tony asked Shedeur about his status next year with the Browns and how Shedeur was going to feel moving forward with his status with the Browns, which is crazy. But Shedeur gave him that goodness.
Do you still not feel a commitment from?
I think I have to do my part, get some wins. I think I have to do my part and play clean football. And the rest isn't in my hands. I don't own the organization, so I can't promise anything will happen. I'm not God. I can't dictate what's going to happen each and every day, each and every minute, so you just got to enjoy what you do have. You got to enjoy the present. You can't look too deep into the future because then you'll miss the blessings and the lessons that you learned from the now.
Do you still not?
That's right. You can't try to gloss over what has already taken place. He can't control nothing but what he can control. It's not up to Shedeur Sanders. But you have to understand, the Browns ain't stupid. Management is not dumb. They see what's going on. They understand that Shedeur Sanders is a force. That Shedeur Sanders is one of them ones that you want to keep around and have in your presence at all times. As Kevin Hart so eloquently told us, Shedeur Sanders is the only reason anybody is watching the Cleveland Browns right now. Without a doubt.
Finally giving us a reason to watch the Browns game in December. Yeah. Nobody else would have watched the game.
No, it's tough to tune in.
Tell them again.
Nobody's ever tuned in.
Tell them again.
Shedeur Sanders, well, he's on a nice list. Finally giving us a reason to watch the Browns game in December. Yeah. Nobody else would have watched the game.
No, it's tough to tune in on.
Yeah, nobody.
No, ain't nobody else watching the game. Ain't nobody else watching. Or nobody watching the game until Shedeur Sanders showed up. But what you need to understand is Shedeur is a true movement. Shedeur is what the Browns have needed. Nobody is moving the needle like Shedeur Sanders. Even Aaron Rodgers had to acknowledge that, yeah, I've been watching Shedeur for a while. I've been watching Shedeur since he was a kid, followed his career. And it's horrible what they tried to do to him. But it is what it is. But they must understand that what Shedeur Sanders has is a movement. And the people that are cheering for him is bananas. You see that? I follow my girl Michelle Hype and go to her page because she have all the things that I need. You see that? Getting Shedeur Sanders jersey. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just a group of people just getting jerseys to get jerseys. These are people understand that it's a movement with 12. It ain't just no everyday regular people. People are hyped about getting the 12 activity. It's not just it ain't just one thing that's going on. There are a plethora of things that you need to see. That people are excited. People are ecstatic when it comes to getting that 12 jersey, that 12 shirt, all of it. It's not just what the hell? It's not just regular things. It's people. You know, people are hyped about Shedeur. And it's not just local. It's worldwide. I have people in my chat from Canada, from Jamaica, from Ireland, from Afghanistan, from Sudan, I have all types of countries, Australia, Japan. This is not just local hype. This is not national hype. This is global hype. The fan base is real. And if the Cleveland Browns did something stupid like release Shedeur, trade Shedeur or not even start Shedeur in the upcoming season? Why would you do that? Why would you bring in a new quarterback who is unproven? That Oregon quarterback, you got to remember, sat behind Dylan Gabriel, sat behind what's his name? Bo Nix. He sat behind Bo Nix. He sat behind Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel came in and took his job because he was already there. Came in and took his job. Dylan Gabriel transferred in from Oklahoma. He had already sat behind Bo Nix for 1 year after he left USC. Y'all got to understand that Mendoza was at Cal. Nobody heard of Mendoza at Cal, but you heard of Shedeur at Colorado. And Colorado was worse than Cal. Shedeur and his father put Colorado on the map. Mendoza had to go to a winning team that was already winning. Shedeur took a team that wasn't winning and won. There's a difference. Winners win. Superstar qualities. Mendoza just showed up and played with the talent that was already afforded to him. He ain't got that clutch G. But y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Because Cleveland's stupid if they do anything with Shedeur besides tell you he's the starting quarterback going into 2026. But we'll talk more about it tomorrow in the live stream. Y'all make sure y'all show up for the live stream. Y'all know we're going to be hyped. We're going to be answering questions and giving some more insight. Look forward to hollering at y'all. Y'all know what to do. Hope y'all have a wonderful Christmas. Don't forget to tell the people that you love them. I'm out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.